It's your girl, Nico Nicole, and you know what time it is. We have a jam-packed show for you guys today. But before we dive in, let's handle some quick housekeeping. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's grow this community, y'all. And don't forget to show your girl some love. You want to support me? Hit my Cash App, $ Nico Nicole. For business inquiries, email me at givethisgirlamike@gmail.com. What's up, MVPs? Welcome back to Give This Girl a Mic, where we keep it real, relatable, and reliable. So as you can see, I have a little AI me. So she'll be taking over for it today because your girl is under the weather and I just wanted to put out a video. So you'll be seeing more of her. First off, let's start with these three. The fact that these three are in the house together. And coinciding and having a good time. That is hilarious and definitely what I want to see because these three right here are freaking freak. We begin the episode by Ty jumping into a plan of action. He essentially says that he's gonna behave tomorrow if we let him stay, but on his final night, since he's vulnerable, he about to show his behind, his natural behind, and that he does, which is essentially trying to get into it with every girl that he can, that he has access to. We begin with Ty trying to put the moves on KK first, but she's not really falling for it because in her mind, she's here for that $250, and she got some sense to her now. So I'm like, good for you, KK. She mentions that her and Chris are killing it in the challenges, even though they only won one. But I feel like she got her confidence up that she feels like she has a good connection with Chris. And I think Chris agrees, and he's obviously gonna he does, if you guys look later in the episode, is cuddling up with her and kissing on her for the first time in bed and things like that. So he's trying to like put his eggs in her basket, but he also really wants to put his eggs in Justine's basket, which we'll find out in just a sec that Tyreek is also trying to do. Once Tyreek realizes that KK isn't hitching her wagon to him, he then tries to hitch his wagon to Justine, who he feels like he has the deepest connection with. And at this point, I'm like, Ty, he's just literally just playing games. And I don't think he's taking this as serious as he did in season 10 because he's just here for the games and to have fun. We did see some other couples in the villa trying to make their rounds, including Mert. As you can see here, Lucinda gave him an epic silent treatment, which was pretty boss of her because he hadn't been showing her the affection that she needed. But after Kendall coached him a little bit, he then did decide to do something sweet for Lucinda. Look at that. I'm going to take a little notes from Lucinda because this was a deadly silent treatment. I need to incorporate that into my arsenal. After some coaching from Kendall, he did get himself together and decided to give Lucinda a little special treatment. He pulled her for a chat and just did a little chat by the shore with her, which was really romantic. But also, it was at this point that I kind of had a feeling that Mert and Celine were going to be our bottom couples because they were giving him way more camera time than they had ever given him at this point. Johnny and Adriana also had a heart to heart where he mentioned he had a kid and he mentioned he was really feeling her. But he basically, from what I gathered, was saying to Adriana in one way or another that you're not that good at the games. I have a kid. I'm here to win money. Let's focus on us right now in this moment because the minute I get a better competitor, you are out of here, girly pop. That's what I got from the conversation. But as you know, a lot of the stuff Johnny says to Adriana goes right over her head. But if she's listening closely, he's telling her what it is right now. So I thought that was a really interesting conversation if she picked up what he's putting down. But I don't think she necessarily picked it up. I mentioned before, Ty does try to hitch his wagon to Justine. She is just not sure about it. She's a little suspicious and she's just not sure that he's a serious person in terms of a romantic. You can see she has some caution there. She says, I don't know about you. And she has every right to be under the impression that he's playing games because, like I said before, I feel like in the first season, season 10 with Ella, he did lead with his heart. But I feel like in this series, he's definitely leading with manipulation and just trying to win the game. So I would be hesitant if I was Justine to put my heart and investment into it, especially if he hasn't proven himself. But my theory is if he decides to be a true player and he like actually starts winning challenges, I don't see why Justine wouldn't want him as a partner. So it could work out. If I'm being honest, I do right now see Chris as a better option for her, even though he's playing kind of the game as well. But he just comes off a little bit more authentic when I feel their connection versus the connection I feel with Ty. But I think Ty obviously is one of the more attractive guys, so I think he has an easier chance of pulling her in the end, which we'll see in the next episode. I also wanted to touch on this moment really quickly with Nicola. I just felt so emotionally tied to her in this moment, and I just hope she knows she's beautiful. America loves her. I even said that before the results came. I was like, America likes you, girl. I hope you know that. And you're beautiful inside and out, and the people that see it. I hope when she gets out, she doesn't just come across the negative comments about her because Americans can be a little harsh and vain. But I also hope she sees the overwhelming amount of support that she got from America. Exactly what Garvey said to her is what I feel about her too. I hope she sees her worth because we see her worth. And the people who see the good in people and not just look at them based on how they are physically and to see their beautiful heart and see that she is beautiful on the outside, but she's also extremely beautiful on the inside. And I just hope she takes that away and doesn't let, the world take her down and just stays this beautiful bright light. Last night made a joke saying we're gonna uninvite Ariana to the birthday party because it was pure flame. Who is this Ariana and what have you done with our American sweetheart? She was coming in to mess things up, things up big time. She was on fire. It was almost like Ariana's evil twin stepped into the villa last night. She came for the smoke. She sent chills throughout the villa. And in the end, had the Heart in the Box challenge, which was to me so effed up. I was like, I really didn't want to see anyone going home. It was really hard challenge for me. That was ruthless, I felt. But I will say that the people I wanted to stay stayed, and the people who end up leaving, I wasn't too upset, and I kind of already foreshadowed it as I mentioned earlier. I knew it was going to ultimately be and Solene. So I was really sad to see Solene go because I feel like she was a good character. She's a big player and she just had this bright personality that I wanted to see more on my screen. But I think now that America knows her, we'll be seeing her other places. I know people are vouching to get Ty onto Big Brother, but I'd also love to see Solene onto Big Brother USA. I just hope she stays in the American market because I think America is gonna just eat her right on up, and I think she'd be definitely a key player over here in the States and would do very well on reality TV in the USA. So I wish her the luck and I hope we get to see her again on our screen. Also, she had me cracking up when she said to KK, Celine said to KK, "You little bitch, you got me dumped." I was cracking up. She said, "You little bitch." She's something else, girl. And that little French accent, that was crazy talk. But I just love her big personality. Part two, he was a sweet guy, but again, I saw it coming, so there was no surprise there for my. I saw it coming, especially when they give him such a big storyline at the beginning of the episode. Episode 6, this is where we are. These are where the couples all stand. And as you can see, Mert and Celine went home. Justine and Josh are still kind of a power couple in my playbook. Not officially, but they're a great couple. So Josh is kind of trying to battle between staying with Audrina or staying with Justine. And then Andrea is also getting close to Toby. So we'll see how that pans out in episode 7. I know I am a little late, guys, coming back to the TikTok with these recaps, but you can hear it in my voice. I've been a little under the weather, which is why I'm not on camera today, but I will come back when I'm feeling better. Time in between time, it's your girl Nico Nicole, and this is Give This Girl a Mic. If you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're here on TikTok, don't forget to hit that follow button above. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today, I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.